Yeah, of course I do. My spare time, I love playing football with my friends, uh, and we play like uh, in a month, like two, three times, and we really love it and enjoy it, and we can get enough of it because we really love it. And mm, I first began playing football when I was like in the second grade of the school.
Mhm. Is it important to have a
So
hobby?
I think, yeah, it's important to have a hobby because we have only 24 hours, and so we need to relax. We need to use our spare time for useful and for enjoyable things for us.
Mhm. What free
Mm,
time activities would you like to try in the future?
I'd really love to try um, uh, playing maybe tennis because I have never tried it, and it really seems like um, a great thing to play with your friends, and it's also helpful for your health when you are running and uh, throwing the ball. So yeah.
Mhm. What are the most popular pastime in your activity, in your country? I mean,
Pastime.
hobby, I mean, pastimes activity.
In my country, there are a lot of
Yes.
hobbies that are popular, and one of them it's reading a book, watching movies at the theaters, and uh, go into the mm, go into the theater and watch some, I don't know, spectacles. How can I say? Yeah, and also in the current city which I'm living right now, in Dalmatia, it's very popular and uh, very spread thing. It's skiing and climbing to the mountains,
Бағана қандай сөз сұрап едіңіз?
and being with the,
Spectators дедіңіз ба? Spectators.
yeah,
Көрермендер, иә.
um, so that's all.
Okay. Do you enjoy sharing your interest with other people or prefer to pursue them alone?
I do like share my hobbies with other people because, as I said, I love playing football, and without other people, it's not going to be hap happen. Yeah, so that's why I need to share it, and I need to collect my friends to play it, and yeah,
Okay,
I really love it to share.
thank you, Mr. Alibek. Next is Miss Dinara. What do you do in your free time?
Okay, hello.
Hello.
What do you do in your free time?
Yeah, what do you do in your free time?
Mhm. When I have leisure time, I prefer to these things that that helps me to relax and unwind. One of the activity one of the activity that I'm really keen on is reading a book. I took it up when I was 10 years old. That time I was fond of to reading fairy tales, and from that moment I really enjoy to read a book.
I was fond of to reading емес, жай ғана reading поэзия, туды қоспаңыз. Is it important to have a hobby?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Because when you have when you have uh, when you have activities that you like, it really helps you to satisfy from the unpleasant situation, or after the hard day. So it's also benefit for your emotion, uh, uh, for your developing and etc. So
For your self-development деп айтыңыз, yeah?
self-development, yes.
Mhm.
Self-development.
Next question. What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
I don't know actually, because I couldn't imagine that what might be happening in the future, but I think maybe in the future we just being virtual, and maybe we are doing all the things in the how to say outside. қарама-қарсы ғой.
Қалай айтқыңыз келеді?
Типа только сыртта емес, іште сыртқа шықпай.
Indoor activities?
Indoor, yes, indoor activities. It's
That's all okay.
yes.
Next question is, what are most popular pastimes in your country?
Pastime activities. I think in the past time, our parents or our grandparents doesn't have
Сұрақты
opportunity.
түсінбедіңіз. Pastimes деген ол хоббидің синонимі, иә? Мен сізден what are the most popular pastimes in your country деп сұрап жатырмын. Яғни популярный хоббилер сіздің еліңіздегі.
Yeah.
Сол туралы
Мен
айтсаңыз.
былай жауап берейін дегенмін. Типа in the past time, wait. Yeah, дұрыс па? In the past time, our grandparents and parents, I think, didn't have an opportunity to do their hobbies деген сияқты.
Негізі сұраққа тікелей жауап берген дұрыс, потому что экзаменатор ойлап қалады, сіз өткен шақтағы бір активити туралы айтып жатсыз деп. Например, мен солай түсініп қалдым да. Қазіргі уақыттағыны айттыңыз.
I think there are a lot of free time activities. And one of the popular activity is no, it depends on the destination. For example, if the people lived in the mountainous area, there are maybe doing skating, maybe, or snowboarding, like these activities, or they are living in the city center. There are a lot of opportunity to having activities that they want to do.
Mountain areas деп айтылмайды, иә? Былай айтсаңыз болады. People who live near the mountain, they mostly like to do деп айту керек. Mountain areas деген сөз жоқ. Next question is, do you enjoy sharing your interest with other people or prefer it to do alone?
Yes, I will enjoy to share Yes, of course, I'll enjoy to share with people, with other people. It's more interesting than pursue it to yourself, and it's much more useful for others and for yourself too.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dinara. Next is
Thank you.
Mr. Aslan. Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I'm interested in numerous hobbies. For example, for house, I am cycling, and for entertainment, I'm playing computer games.
Is it important to have a hobby?
In my opinion, it's and so for if hobby is useful, it's sorry, can I put next question?
Okay. What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
That's a very interesting question. I didn't think about it before. I think I would definitely want to learn, and so I think it's a good opportunity to go to Shumbwa and try to learn some new skills.
Okay. What free time no. What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
Pastimes?
Yeah. Hobbies, I mean.
I think it's horsing, since it's it comes from ancient. Kazakhstan is a place where horse was domesticated first, and our
Our ancestors.
our
ancestors what?
yes, our ancestors were
Used
horse
to-
riders, and it's used to be horse riders, and it's not, I think it's in our blood.
Аха, айтуға болады, иә. Our ancestors used to ride a horse. Yeah, қысқа нұсқа, түсінікті. Next question. Do you enjoy sharing your interest with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
Actually, it depends. It's if the person is also interested in this. For example, it's strange to share with people who is not really in sport, with latest sport news and sport events which happened in your city. They wouldn't get it.
Okay, thank you. Next is Miss Kamshat. What do you do in your leisure time?
If I find myself at a loose end, I like to read a book. Also, I'm into cooking sweets at home.
Is it important to have a hobby?
Sure, I think so, because hobbies help people to relax and give positive mood. If people don't have any hobbies or interests, they may be addicted to depression.
What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
Okay, in the further, I want to try myself in swimming and give more effort to physical training. In addition, I want to learn how to play in piano.
What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
There are a bunch of activities in our country. However, it's up to places features. For example, in our town, in the summer or spring, people can provide their free time outdoors by visiting farms where can ride a horse near the sea or go to various historical places such as Tamshalı, Şirkala, Bozjura, and but in cold weather, they go only to shopping mall and movie theater, like that.
Do you enjoy sharing your interests with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
I would prefer to talk about our interests, activities with others, because maybe we have common. If we have common activities, maybe I think that I can get advices from others according to our interests. However, if others haven't got any involvement, I don't conduct a conversation.
We have common interests деп айтуды орнына if we have a lot of common with деп айтуға болады.
If we have a common.
We have a lot of common with. Яғни біздің общий нәрсеміз бар. Бірге айтатын. Okay, thank you. Next is Mr. Nursultan. Do you have any hobbies?
First of all, there are plenty of hobbies in our regular life. So I'm pretty fond of running, particularly in the morning. So I frequently pack my equipment and go to the stadium. So it's a great way to stay healthy. And moreover, it helps you to get rid of overthinking and also thinking critically. And according to some facts, running reduces stress. So it's one of my cherished hobby.
Is it important to have a hobby?
Well, in general, having a hobby plays an essential role in our life. In our available time, so when we fed off with hustle and bustle life, we can enjoy our hobbies, so such as reading a book or riding a bike, so which gives the green light, and which gives the green light.
What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
If given the opportunity, I would definitely select learning languages. So it's a great way to know cultures closely, and the huge upside is the more languages you know, the more benefits you obtain, and you can travel wherever you want.
What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
When I was a teenager, so I would give my right arm to playing football. So I kind of purchased lots of football equipment, such as T-shirts and football balls, and also I spend most of my times for playing football.
Do you enjoy sharing your interest with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
In my point of view, so it depends on what the hobby it is. Interest. Как можно сказать, типа, 50 на 50, ну, типа, on the one hand, so sharing your interest.
I have a neutral point relating to this question. Neutral деген
Нейтральный, да?
нейтральный, yeah.
I have a neutral point. Yeah, I guess. Cause so some people they have experienced some соңғы сұраққа чуть попозже жауап берсем болады ма? Мына сұрақты толық түсінбедім да и
Жақсы. Okay, great, Nursultan. You answered very, very good. Next is Miss
Главное-
Кельянбаева Назирке.
главное не переживать, не нервничать, да.
Yeah. One of the most important thing is confidence.
Sure.
Кельян Назирке.
Okay. Good evening. Okay.
Hello.
About hobby, right?
Right.
Okay. My on my spare time, I like take a bit of stroll. Especially, I like do it after the rain because I like Petrika. So what else? When I have free time on my hand, I always try to cook something, especially something special for my kids. So I don't have a hobby such as, but my husband has a hobby like cooking, because he always like cooking something unusual food. Okay. So what else?
Okay, that's enough. Is it important to have a
Mhm.
hobby?
I think yes, I agree with this because every person should have should do кроме besides his own work, because it will be interesting, and if this person always work, he lose what interest to life, I think. And my opinion is every person should have should do the interesting thing that he or she likes.
Okay. What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
That was.
I mean,
Can you
hobbies.
repeat the question?
What are the most
pastime,
popular pastimes in your country?
in the past or
No, I mean
currently?
pastimes. Pastimes means hobby.
In my country, I think. I think nowadays all people that live, all citizens like to go out, and they like spending their times, their free times in nature. As far as every day, people work and they're tired, and so they want to relax, and they with their family try to spend their free time in nature.
Do you enjoy sharing your interests with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
So I prefer to share with others. For example, or for instance, I like spending spending time with my families, with my friends, and when we have a free time in the weekends, we always make a organize a meeting with our family friends. So we play board games such as Uh, yeah, such as mafia and so on. It is interesting.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Nazirke. Next is Mr. Kurkem. Do you have any hobbies?
Good evening to everyone.
Good
Yes,
evening.
yes, I do. I have many hobbies, and it depends on the season of year. When it's warmer in summer or spring, I like running in the evening, and when it's cold outside, I like doing indoor activities.
Mhm.
I like cooking or reading books, reading comics. It's just what I usually do.
Is it important to have a hobby?
Of course, it keep first. I think it's first. It's very important for your health, and also you cannot work all the time, so you have to free your mind, and you just need to have hobbies. And I think the hobbies are little dreams or that is associated with your dream.
Mhm. What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
Oh, I have one big dream. I can say dream because I wanna jump from plane with parachute, of course, but I'm really scared of it. So but I wanna do this.
What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
I think it depends on psychology of people, but I know some people who like it collecting books or collecting metals, collecting coins, and collecting small things. And that's all, I think.
Do you enjoy sharing your interests with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
When I was younger, I used to share it with others, but now I'm not really interested in sharing with another persons. I like it doing myself.
Аха. Used to share болады, yeah? Used to share it емес. Иде жалғамаймыз.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kurkem. Next is
Miss Balnur nerede? Used to share by myself bola ма или with myself?
by myself bot.
By myself, yeah.
Next is Miss Nazirke. Келгенбаева Назирке.
Yep.
No. Yes,
Oh.
yeah. What do you do in your spare time?
Yep. Actually, I think everybody has own leisure pursuits. So I have two. My hobbies are reading and walking in the park alone. Why alone? Because I want to stay alone with my thoughts, and I really relax in this time. So what about reading? At the moment, I'm reading a book, The Samurai Without Swords, written by Japanese writer. It's about leadership and main characters and qualities of leaders. And I recommend it. It's really motivational and useful book.
This book full of motivation деп айтуға болады, yeah? Full of.
Okay, full of motivation. So
Is it important to have a hobby?
I think yes, because nowadays life is become more and more hectic, and people always under an enormous amount of stress, and hobbies is helpful. Hobbies are helpful to get into some relaxing time in relaxing time to forget about problems and stresses for a minute or for a second. I don't know.
Okay. What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
Yeah, I can say I support developing, and in the future I want to I would like to try new types of sports, for example, swimming and figure skating. I'm interested. I'm keen on these sports from my childhood. And I think I can crack or I kick out of I can kick out of doing my favorite activities.
Uh-huh. What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
I think it depends on people. Some people like climbing the mountain. They are lovers of nature, and the most popular leisure pursuits in my country are, I think, reading, spending time with family, and going to picnic, especially with friends and relatives. And nowadays, also pottery is popular in our country. Yep. I think people become more more motivational. I don't know. And they don't want to spend their time unuseful and unproductive. Yep.
Productive, yeah. They don't waste your time debat sangat bot.
Waste.
The last question, do you enjoy sharing your interest with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
Actually, it depends on activities too, maybe. But reading, I don't know, climbing to mountains is helpful activities for all people, and we should share our thoughts, our hobbies to be useful to others. Because world is big, and people, I think, people are ready to open new sites for each other, or I don't know, for themselves.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nazirke. Next is Miss Ajran. What do you do in your leisure time?
Whenever I have a free time, usually I am meeting. I'm fond of meeting, and also I like cooking for my family. I'm passionate about that.
Is it important to have a hobby?
Actually, yes, because it helps people to relax, also to obtain the energy Sometimes I think that hobby gives a hand to people to reduce stress.
To reduce dediniz ба? People to reduce stress. People reduce stress деп айтасыз. To деп қоспайсыз. More деп айтасыз. Көп деп айтқыңыз келді ма? More болды.
Жоқ. Hobby, any activities. Either it is indoor activities or outdoors activities. Any activities helps people to reduce stress. Yes.
Helps емес, help болады, иә? Көпше түрде қолданып жатсыз, help болады. Okay. What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
In the future, I'm planning to learn riding. And also I would like to try me as a modelographer because it require the fantasy of the person and also some skills.
What are the most popular pastimes in your country?
To my mind, it depends on the person because, for example, some people, excuse me, are interested to be healthy. If the person is interested in sports, if the person wants to be healthy, he or she is interested in sports. If the person, for example, wants to be smarter, he is interested in science. I would like to say that many minds, many people, many minds. Yes.
Do you enjoy sharing your interest with other people or prefer to pursue them alone?
As I've told, I like meeting, and we unfortunately, we don't have any community to share or to experience this hobby in our country. That's why I reckon that I prefer doing my hobby myself.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ayjan. Nursultan, are you ready to answer the last question? Mr. Nursultan?
Not fully.
Not fully. Do you want to try?
Okay.
Okay. Do you enjoy sharing your interests with others or prefer to pursue them alone?
I highly so in my point of view, I highly prefer to pursue them alone. So when you are on the way, for example, it can be for example, such swimming. So no, any ideas so don't come up in my mind.
Okay. That's okay.
Maybe I will write down and maybe you can check after as well.
Yes, of course. Do you have any questions relating to this topic?
No.
No. Okay. Бағана көбісі pastimes деген түсінбей жатыр, иә? Pastimes деген хоббидің синонимі. Pastimes деп айтуға болады, hobbies деп айтуға болады. Өткен шақпен шатастырмаймыз, иә? И тағы да былай айтуға болады. I read a book to pass my time. To pass my time деген мен уақытты өткізу үшін кітап оқимын. To pass time. Okay, today we will learn a new topic about travel and holiday. I
Excuse me,
use
can I ask
yes, you can.
how many sentences do we need to answer the questions? Is that the speaking part 1 or speaking?
Speaking part 1, there will be around 7 or 8 questions. In part 2, there will be 1 card. Yeah, for example, tell me about your one day or describe your day, and there will be 3 questions relating to this card. When it was, where it was, and what kind of things happened, maybe.
Sorry. I think she's asking how much sentences should our answer include? Consist of how many sentences?
Actually, 4 or 3. It's enough.
It's third part or first part? Which
Yes,
part?
in first part.
First part.
Мисс Балнур, part 2-де там, например, сұрақ береді ғой, и сол кезде там же, например, жауап беретін болсақ, қағазға жазып алсақ, we will kill the time, yeah, and instead of that, we should make notes, yeah, I guess.
Сіздерге жалпы 1 минут дайындалуға береді. Яғни сіздерге қағазға өздеріңізге керек нәрселерді ғана жазу керек. Например, мен дальше не айтам, қандай идеяларыңыз басыңызда тұр, соларды жазып алған дұрыс. Сосын идиомаларды да сол параққа жазған дұрыс. Сұраққа толық жауап беріп отырудың қажеті жоқ, себебі уақыт құртасыздар. Тек қана идея немесе идиомалар, я қандай идиомалар бастарыңызға келеді, соларды жазып алған дұрыс.
Окей.
Получается, Miss Balnur, I wanted to ask the questions which we've answered, yes, recently. That is the speaking part 1, yes?
Yeah.
When we answer the questions, we need 3 or 4 sentences. That's enough, yes?
Actually, yep. You have to answer the question directly, then you have to give example, and then explanation. Егер сіз көп жауап беретін болсаңыз, экзаменатор сіз тоқтатады. That's enough. We turn to the next question деп. Сол себептен сұраққа тікелей жауап беруге тырысу керек та, сосын артынан example немесе explanation беру керек. Okay. Others, do you have any question? If no, we will turn to the new topic. Today we talk about travel and tourism, holidays. Yeah, one of the most popular topic in speaking part 1. Travel, okay, to travel by. Yes, whenever we travel in the abroad, we travel by bus or plane or boat or car. To travel'дан кейін біз всегда by деген preposition'ды қолданамыз. To travel'дан кейін to travel bus, to travel plane деп айтылмайды. We have to always say to travel by bus, by plane, by boat, by car. But there have some notes. You cannot say to travel by foot, yeah? Егер сіздер жүріп, аяқпен жүріп саяхаттайсыздар ғой, то есть walking, yeah? Аяқпен жүріп, сол кезде to travel by foot деп айтылмайды, to travel on foot деп айтылады. If you are walking somewhere on your foot. Okay? By'ды қолданбаймыз. Holiday and vacation, the meanings are same, but what is the difference? Holiday we use in the UK, vacation we use in the USA, but meanings are same. Here де отдых, демалыс деген мағынаны білдіреді. Common mistake. I went on a travel. We don't say I went on a travel. We say I went on a journey or trip, yeah? I went on a travel деп айтылмайды. Оның орнына journey or trip деп айтылады. Journey, travel'дың мағыналары бір, екеуі синоним болып келеді. To go on a tour, to go on an outing деп айтылады екен, yeah? To go on outing, to go on a tour. On деген preposition'ды ұмытпаймыз. To go a tour деп айтылмайды. To go on a tour, to go on an outing деп айтылады. Trip, what does mean trip? Trip means travel on holiday, yeah? Демалыс кезінде саяхаттауды біз trip деп айтамыз. Journey, what does mean journey? Traveling a bit more. Я егер сіздер бір күн деп емес, 4-5 күн деп ұзақ уақыттап саяхаттайтын болсаңыз, ондай саяхаттаудың түрін біз journey деп айтады екенбіз. Tour, it means you visit in and around a place, for example, city or museum. Яғни бір қаланың бірнеше, сол қаланың ішіндегі бірнеше жерлерге барасыздар ғой. Вот соны тур деп айтады екен. Outing, what does it mean outing? It is a very short trip. For example, half a day. Я, например, қысқа күндік прогулка дейді ғой. Вот прогулка outing деген мағынаны білдіреді. Next, we saw a lot of travelers. We saw hordes of travelers. A lot of and hordes of means the same thing. Hordes деген толпа. Travelers. Travelers, instead of saying travelers, you can say holiday makers. Yes, tourists, sightseers. The meanings these words are same. They mean travelers. For example, we saw hordes of travelers in my country. Yeah, hordes of. Instead of saying a lot of, more, you can say hordes of, толпа. Collocation. What kind of collocation we can use with holiday? You can use go on. Yeah, go on, have holiday, take holiday деп айтылады екенбіз. Яғни үшеуінің мағынасы бір. Үшеуі де отдыққа бару, демалысқа бару, демалу деген мағынаны білдіреді. For example, to take some time off. Yeah? What does mean time off?
Ну, отдых.
Holiday?
Жоқ, time off деген, яғни отпуск қой. Жұмыстан отпуск аласыздар ғой, вот сол кезде time off. I have to take some time off.
Day off сияқты ма?
Day off, yeah. Day off-ты көбінесе не дейді? Школьниктер демалысқа шығады ғой, 3 айлық каникулда. Вот сол кезде олар айтады day off, time off. Екеуі синоним. Okay, do I have grammar point? Yeah. I like to verb. I like to plus verb ing. What's the difference? Yeah. Иногда сұрақ болады, I like to travel or I like traveling. What's the difference? Екеуінің айырмашылығы не, қайсысы дұрыс деп кейде адамдар сұрайды. Actually, there I have slightly difference, but both are correct, yeah? Бұлай айтсаңыз да болады, бұлай айтсаңыз да болады. Екеуі де қате емес. But what's the difference? If you say I like to plus verb, for example, I like to travel abroad, what does it mean? It means your habits, yes, your choice. Яғни сіз жақсы көресіз travel жасағанды, я саяхат жасауғанды, бірақ бұл сіздің андай әдетіңіз, я жыл сайын жасайтын әдетіңіз ретінде сипатталып тұр мына жерде. Ал мына жерде I like plus verb plus ing, I like traveling abroad деген, you emphasize this, you really enjoy, yeah? Егер қатты жақсы көретін болсаңыздар, ing жалғап айтады екен. I like traveling abroad, мен шетелге шыққанды қатты жақсы көрем. Бұл жерде осындай ғана айырмашылық бар екен, я? Екеуі де бірақ жақсы көрем деген мағынаны білдіреді. Бірақ екеуінің қайсы дұрыс, қайсысы қандай айырмашылық бар деген кезде осыны айтады екенбіз. Біреуі әдет, біреуі қатты жақсы көруді білдіру. Is it understandable?
Yes. Last lesson you said герунди ма?
Yes,
сол сияқты да получается.
Yeah. Герунди ол жерде ing-ді жалғаймыз, я етістікке ing жалғау арқылы
зат есім оны. Зат есімге
айналдырамыз, я. Дұрыс. Мынаны көбінесе, я, сол жерге ұқсайды. Мынау герунди ғой. Жалпы бұны көбінесе британецтер қолданады, мынаны американецтер қолданады. Айырмашылығы осыда. Бірақ екеуі де дұрыс. Екеуі де айтқан дұрыс. Окей. Go plus verb plus ing. Егер біз активитилар туралы айтатын болсақ, например, reading, camping, всегда соңына ing жалғайды екенбіз. Go camping, go swimming, go hiking, go sightseeing, я? ing жалғасақ, ол активитидің түрі екенін білдіреді. Я, бір активитидің түрі ing жалғау арқылы оны активитидің түріне айналдырамыз. Camping, it means activity, я? Тауға бару, camping жасау. Vocabulary. To go sightseeing. What does mean to go sightseeing? It means to visit tourist attractions, yeah? Яғни қаланы аралау. Instead of saying visiting to tourist attraction, you can say to go sightseeing. I like to go sightseeing. To see the sights. To visit tourist attraction. To visit tourist attraction. яғни sites деген бұл жердегі зат есім мағынасында қолданылып тұр, яғни туристік жерлер. Ал мына жерде етістік формасында қолданылып тұр, иә. Бірақ алдында go деген сөзді тастамаймыз. Go sightseeing. The next is to get away from the crowd. What does mean crowd?
Толпа.
Талпа. Бағана hordes деген сөз үйрендік, иә? Бұл да талпа деген мағынаны білдіреді, екеуі синоним. Get away from the crowd, иә? Менің I want to escape the crowd. Яғни талпадан қашып кету, алшақ кету. To get off the beaten track. What does mean? To go to less visited place. Yes? Яғни туристер аз баратын жерге бару. Егер сіздер туристер аз баратын, адамдар аз баратын жерге барғыларыңыз келсе, I want to get off the beaten track деп айтуға болады екен, иә? For example, I like taking in the sights of the center. I like to going sightseeing whenever I go to and abroad. Traveling is the best way to get away from the crowd. Okay, next is more often than not. It means usually, yeah, иногда. Instead of saying usually, sometimes you can also say more often than not. For example, more often than not, people get confused with this map. Next expression is at the end of the day. At the end of the day means in the end, finally. Example, at the end of the day, your hard work pays off, yeah? Ең соңында сенің еңбегің жемісін берді деп тұр. At the end of the day. You can also use this in speaking, not in writing, yes? Writing-та біз in the end, finally деп қолдана аламыз. Conclusion жазған кезде. Бірақ at the end of the day деген бұл более speaking-қа кетеді. Бұны writing-те қолданып жүрмеңіздер. The next is intriguing. Yeah, intriguing means arouse the interest, desire, or curiosity. For example, the friends were having an intriguing conversation. Yeah, instead of saying interesting, you can also use intriguing. Қызықты, yeah, қызығушылықты ашатындай. Humble, it means good and polite. Yeah, сыпайы, жақсы. She was a humble. Okay. She was a humble girl, yeah? Бұл өте сыпайы қыз болды. Next is adjectives to describe holidays, yeah? Демалыстарыңызды сипаттайтын сын есімдер. Fun-filled дейді, yeah? Fun-filled бұл яғни көңілді оқиғаларға толы. Exciting. You can also say enjoyable. Disastrous, yeah? If there will be some kind of disasters, for example, flood, earthquake, you can say my holiday was disastrous, or you can say my holiday full of disasters. Яғни катастрофический деп айтады ғой. Сондайды disastrous деп айтуға болады екен. Terrible, yeah, terrible holiday, dream holiday, unforgettable holiday, ideal holiday. You can also say memorable holiday, yeah, есте сақтарлықтай. Көп естеліктері бар отдықты айтады екенбіз. Жалпы holiday-дің екі мағынасы бар, иә? Holiday біреу отдых, екіншісі праздник. Next is questions. Do you like traveling? How we can say answer this question, yeah? Do'дан басталатын сөйлемдерге біз всегда yes деп жауап береміз, иә? Бірақ жай ғана yes, I do деудің орнына yes, definitely деп жауап беруге болады екен. Тағы да yes, certainly, yes, of course деп қоссаңыздар болады одағайларды. I think seeing the world from great historical monuments to white sandy beaches is what life is all about. Yeah? It's a very interesting way to learn about new cultures and explore the new places. Менің ойымша, дейді, әлемді көру, керемет исторический монументтерінен бастап, white sandy деген, яғни бұл жерде пляж, ақ құмдарды көру, бұл өмірдің мәні дейді. It's what life is all about. Өмірдің мәні. Бұл яғни, бұл өте қызықты жол, жаңа culture'ды үйренудің және де жаңа жерлерді зерттеудің деп. Мына сұраққа қараңыздар, иә, күшті жауап берді. Is what life is all about дегенді сіздер өздеріңіз қолдансаңыздар да болады, иә. Мына мысалдың орнына басқа бір мысалды айтып. Okay, Nursultan, can you give me an example? Can you answer this question? Do you like traveling? Try to use this word. Is what life is all about. Nursultan, are you here? Okay, I will turn next pupil. Mr. Alibek, do you like traveling?
Yeah, yes, of course, I like it. I think traveling is really important for the person because you can get away from the hard life and working life to a relaxing day, relaxing life and you can turn your life like for a couple days like a free person. And I think traveling is important. For example, for the health, for mentally health, and yeah, I like it.
Free personның орнына independent деп айтса болады, иә?
Independent, yeah,
Yeah.
independent, okay.
Okay, thank you. Dinara, Miss Dinara, do you like traveling?
Yes, absolutely. I really enjoy to travel. It gives an opportunity to people to get to know more about other countries' life, their traditions, and also you can find new friends and keep in touch with them.
Okay, thank you. Miss Kamshat, do you like traveling?
Yes, certainly. Because when people travel, they introduce with other world's culture and broaden their horizons.
Thank you. Next is Kilgambayeva Nazirke. Do you like traveling?
Yes, definitely. To my mind, traveling the world, seeing the world, it is a good opportunity to acquire new language, and not only language. You can learn different cultures of different countries, and it is a good opportunity to broaden your horizons.
Horizons.
Horizons. So,
Okay,
that's
thank
all.
you. The next type of question is, what is your favorite type of holiday? How we can answer this kind of question? She start, I really like going to the countryside, yeah? I really like деп айтуға да болады екен. Тағы да reallyдің орнына do деп қосуға болады. I do like, yeah? Do means really. Мен өте қатты жақсы көремін деген мағынаны білдіреді. Getting away from it at all, yeah? Барлығынан кеткім келеді. Барлық қарбалас өмірден, отбасымнан, достарымнан барып, қаланың шетінде демалғанды жақсы көремін дейді. Nothing relaxes me as much as wilderness. I'm tired of tourist traps. Usually go off the beaten track дейді. Nothing relaxes me as much as wilderness деген. Яғни мені еш нәрсе жабайы табиғатта мені еш нәрсе демалдырмайды деп айтып жатыр, иә? You can also say nothing relaxes me as much as the view of nature, иә? Табиғаттың көрінісіне мені еш нәрсе демалдырмайды деген мағынаны білдіреді. I'm tired of tourist traps деген. Tourist traps, what does it mean?
Maybe толпа?
No.
Туристов?
No. Actually, яғни
Traps, ловушки, да?
Yeah, traps деген ловушки. Яғни туристерді тартатын жерлер, иә, attract more people and people usually go there to see it. Оны айналып кете алмайды. Яғни туристерді көп баратын жерлер, оларды more attraction жасайтын жерлерді tourist traps деп айтады екенбіз. For example, for children it will be amusement park. Yeah? Amusement park болуы мүмкін олар үшін. I usually go off the beaten track дейді, иә? Go off the beaten track бағана айттық. Мен әдетте адамдар аз баратын жерге барамын дейді, иә? Okay, Mr. Aslan, what is your favorite type of holiday?
When I was younger, I used to like to hang out with my friends on overcrowded places. I love the community and communication, but by getting older now, I prefer to stay with my own and just spend a day at home and relax.
Okay. Next is Miss Ayjan. What is your favorite type of holiday?
Type of holiday. I really like going. Excuse me. I really like going.
Where do you like going to?
I really like going to outskirts or to the nature with my family because I really hate the place where the tourists are. And usually we like to spend time with my family to have a sense of beauty of the nature. Yes, beauty of the nature.
Thank you. Mr. Korkem, what is your favorite type of holiday?
My favorite type of holiday is summer holidays. When I take 2 months,
Time off.
2 months period.
Time off to Western
Time off, and this is the most enjoyable. This is one of the most enjoyable time. And usually I go to seaside to swim, to relax.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Korkem. The next type of question, what do you do on holidays? I prefer visiting various museums and places of interest. For instance, on my last vacation, I was to Rome, and I visited 12 museums. It was fantastic. Of course, sometimes I go shopping with my friends or relatives too, but I don't find it near as exciting, yeah? I prefer visiting various again, different, yeah, different, numerous, a lot of places of interest деген, яғни қызықты жерлерді баруға жақсы көремін, ұнатам. For instance, yeah, instead of saying for example, such as, you can also say for instance. For instance, and you can also give some example, right? Яғни нені жақсы көретіндеріңізді айтасыздар, сосын мысал беріп кетуге болады екен, иә? Например, қайда бардыңыздар, ол жақта не істедіңіздер, ол жақ қалай болды деген сияқты детейл беруге болады екен. Okay, Назерке, what do you do on holidays? Қоғамбаева Назерке.
Yep. What do you do? I like to go to theaters and cinemas with my friends. When I go to theaters, I relax. I can spiritually relax and gain new experience of actress and actors. Yep. From actress and actors, cinema is our common favorite leisure pursuit among friends, and so what about?
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Nursultan, what do you do on holidays?
I prefer visiting various sightseeings and place of interest. So, for example, on my last vacation, I was in O2 in Yegiz in Uzbekistan, and I visited sightseeings, which was so thought-provoking. And of course, on the other hand, I go fishing with my friends.
Аха. Мына жерде I was to деп қалдыңыз, иә? I was to Rome деген Римға бардым, ал Өзбекстанда болдым. I was in Uzbekistan. Сіз дұрыс қолдандыңыз. Thank you. The next type of question, are there many tourists visiting your country? Yeah, probably yes. Well, my country has different tourist attractions in many cities, especially the capital. For example, my country has old-time religious traditions. That's why we have a lot of ancient cathedrals and churches that are interesting for both tourists and the local citizens. What does it mean, cathedrals and churches?
Церковь древняя.
Церковь, ancient старые, ну типа старые здания, да?
Древний.
Церковь пен нелер ғой? Сарайлар. Ғибадатханалар мен сарайлар. Церковь, иә. Осылай да жауап беруге болады екен, иә. That's why. Сондықтан, иә, сондықтан деп мысал келтіріп, себебін түсіндіріп кетіп жатыр. Бірінші мысал берді, for example деп, сосын that's why деп explanation, иә, түсіндіріп кетті. Tourist attraction деген туристер көп баратын жерлер. Okay, Miss Ajan, are there many tourists visiting in your country?
To my mind, there are a lot of places where tourists can spend their leisure time. Usually, it is the left bank of our country, Astana, where they can find a lot of new skyscrapers, entertainment centers, and also new mosques, and they can also
They can also
they
what?
can also visit business area of our city.
Okay, thank you,
This
Miss
is more
Ajan.
than one.
Miss Dinara, are there many tourists visiting in your country?
Okay. In our country, actually, in our country has a lot of beautiful and breathtaking places. Besides two, there are not so developed. The tourism is not so developed, unfortunately. But nowadays, in our community is our community are translate are
қалай айтқыңыз келіп еді?
типа көңіл аударып жатыр деген сияқты дамытуға.
They
They
pay more
are
attention.
pay more attention to develop our country's tourism, because there have a lot of historical places and the nature is also beautiful.
Thank you. Now
Miss
we'll
Bonner, Miss Bonner, sorry for interrupting. Pilgrimage деген не мағынаны білдіреді?
қандай?
Pilgrimage деген. Ғибадатхана емес па?
Білмедім, ондай сөз естімеппін.
Окей.
WhatsApp-тан жазып жібере аласыз ба? Если тапсам айтам. Okay, now we'll watch the video about travel and holiday. Screen көрініп тұр ғой, иә?
Yes.
Жүріп жатыр ма видео уже бізде жүріп жатқан жоқ?
Жоқ, тоқтап тұр.
Everyone and welcome back.
Естіліп тұр ғой, иә, дауысы?
Yeah.
To my channel, Coffee with Charles, where I've invited our wonderful teacher Harvey to discuss some of the hot topics in IELTS at the moment. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very hot topic, and that is the topic of travel. So without further ado, Teacher Harvey.
As ever, it's a pleasure to be here.
Fantastic,
Now,
welcome.
Can you tell me, do you like to travel?
It's such a fantastic question. Yes, I love nothing more than getting away from it all. On domestic beach holidays are my favorite. For example, last year I went off the beaten track to Dalat and climbed the majestic mountains. The views of the villages were absolutely breathtaking, and it truly was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, something I will never forget.
Yeah.
What about you? Why do you think is it important to travel, Harvey?
I think there are a multitude of reasons why going on holiday is essential. Not only can you try and experience new cultures and get to know new people, but also you can sample new mouth-watering cuisines and discover what it is that you love.
Can you give an example of any cuisines you've tried in Vietnam?
For example, I have become particularly fond of, now I must say this correctly, banh mi. Very difficult to say.
Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely delicious, and I love it. And when I go back, I will hopefully be able to source them because they are truly mouth-watering.
They've become a daily habit for you, haven't they? Your daily.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Amazing.
So, are there any things that you would recommend foreign tourists do in Vietnam?
Oh, that's a great question. I've been here nearly 5 years, so I would suggest international visitors not only sample the mouth-watering cuisine, as you said, like the banh mi or pho, but also discover the majestic mountains and the breathtaking views. The beaches here are particularly picturesque. For example, I would suggest that they travel to Da Nang or Phu Quoc Island. Truly an unforgettable experience of mine was walking up and down the beach and just exploring myself and getting away from it all. An experience I will never forget for the rest of my life. Vietnam really is a fantastic place to travel. And I know that you can't wait to travel in the next few days for the holiday. Tell us about where you're going.
So my plans in the future, I hope to travel to Da Nang and Hoi An, do some exploring and go for a wander round. It's my first time experiencing anywhere in Vietnam outside of Ho Chi Minh City, so I'm really on the edge of my seat.
Now, you know Hoi An is one of the most romantic places in the world, don't you? So maybe you will fall in love there, who knows, Teacher Harvey?
Who knows? Only time will tell.
They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and as I'm sure you've seen, the Vietnamese people are some of the most beautiful in the world. Well, you can see, guys, that travel really is a fantastic topic, and it's one that comes up regularly in the IELTS exam. Teacher Harvey.
As ever, it's a pleasure.
Okay, let's get discuss.
To be here.
Fantastic,
Now,
welcome.
can you tell me, do you like to travel?
It's such a fantastic question.
Such a fantastic question. Я осылай да айтуға болады екен. Например, interesting question. Егер сұрақ қиын болып тұрса, я, it's tough question деп айтуға болады. Сіз сол кезде кішкене ойланып аласыз да 1-2 секунд. Болмаса сұрақты түсінбедіңіз, бірақ сіз ойлану керек. Сол кезде қалай айтуға болады. Give me a second. Let me think деп 1-2 секунд ойлануға болады. Бірақ ұзақ емес, я. Ұзақ болса сіздің балыңыз күйіп кетуі мүмкін. Келесі сұраққа өтіп кетеді да, сіз балыңызды жоғалта бересіздер.
Yes, I love nothing more than getting away from it
Getting away from it all, я, бағана қолдандық. Барлығынан кету, барлығынан кетіп демалу.
all. On domestic beach.
Domestic, yeah, domestic. Who tells me the synonym of domestic?
Synonyms бар.
Home,
Domestic это же, по
Domestic.
идее, өз елінде, я кажется.
Yeah, domestic деген local.
Local, yeah.
homemade, maybe.
Beach holidays are my favorite. For example, last year I went off the beaten track
Went off the beaten track, yeah? What does mean? Went off the beaten
Адамдар
track.
көп жиналмайтын жер ма?
Сондай
to
жер.
Dalat and climbed the
Majestic Mountains дейді, я? Majestic Mountains дегенде великолепная гора дейді ғой. Вот соны Majestic деп айтуға болады екен. Big Mountains деп орнына Majestic деп айтуға болады екен. Giant деп айтуға болады, я? Гигант, гигантский таулар. Giant.
mountains. The views of the villages were absolutely breathtaking.
Breathtaking, я? Breathtaking көбінесе табиғатқа байланысты қолданылады екен. Тынысыңды ашарлықтай дейді ғой.
And it truly was a once in a lifetime
It truly was a once in a lifetime experience дейді, я? What does mean? Яғни, it is worth to try once in a lifetime. Яғни, один раз в жизни дейді ғой, я? Өмірде бір рет жасап көруге болатын experience. Жадта болға болады, once in a lifetime.
experience. Something I will never forget. What about you? Why do you think is it important to travel, Harvey?
I think there are a multitude of reasons.
Multitude of reasons дейді, я? Many reasons деудің орнына multitude of reasons деп айтуға болады. Яғни, көптеген себептер бар. Multitude of reasons.
Why going on holiday is essential. Not only can you try and experience
Experience new cultures, я? Жаңа бір культураны көру, эксперимент жасау. Experience бұл жерде етістік формасында қолданылып тұр. Яғни experience дегенді зат есім формада и етістік формада да қолдануға болады екен.
new cultures and get to know new people, but
Get to know people.
also you can sample new mouth-watering cuisines.
Mouth-watering cuisines дейді, я? Қазаққа.
Мына жерде
Mouth-
sample деген не мағынаны біледі?
Sample деген, яғни біз бұны етістік зат есім мағынасында білеміз, я? Sample деген мысал. Бірақ мына жердегі sample деген попробовать, я? Попробовать деген мағынада қолданып, етістік формасында қолданып тұр. New mouth-watering дейді, я? Mouth-watering деген андай ғой. Тіл үйрелікте, я? Аузыңның су ағатындай дейді ғой. Сондай тамақтарды mouth-watering деп айтады. Тағы да былай айтуға болады. My mouth is watering when I see pasta. Я, мен пастаны көрген кезде мен аузымнан суым құриды дейді ғой. Вот. Мынау сөз соның тікелей аудармасы.
Аха. Sampleға синоним try болып келеді, я кажется.
Аха, бірақ бұны абайлап қолданған дұрыс та. Sample деген сөзді. Көбінесе tryдың орнына қолдануға кеңес бермеймін.
Окей.
Discover what it is that you love.
Can you give an example of any cuisines you've tried in Vietnam?
Ooh, for example, I have become particularly
fond of-тың, I fond of-тың қандай айырмашылығы бар? I have become particularly fond of, неге жай ғана I fond of деп айтпады?
Мына жерде I have become дегенде, ол particular дегенде уже процесс, оның это результат уже.
Я, бұрыннан бері ол жақсы көріп келе жатыр, я? Қазіргі күнге дейін жақсы көреді. Сослай айтуға да болады екен. Егер бір нәрсені жақсы көретін болсаңыздар, баяғыдан бері жақсы көресіздер, әлі де жақсы көресіздер.
Really fond of, now I must say this correctly, banh mi, very difficult to say.
Very difficult to say, yeah. It's easy to say, it's easy to express деп те сөйлем құрауға болады екен.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely delicious, and I love it.
Delicious-тың орнына it's very tasty деп қолдануға болады. Екеуінің мағынасы бір tasty.
And when I go back, I will hopefully be able to source them because they are truly mouthwatering. They've become a daily part, a daily habit for you, haven't they? Your daily, absolutely.
Daily habit дейді, күнделікті әдетіне айналдырған.
Absolutely. Amazing. So, are there any things that you would recommend foreign tourists do in Vietnam?
Oh, that's a great question. I've been here nearly 5 years, so I would suggest international visitors not only sample the mouth-watering cuisine, as you said, like the banh mi or pho, but also discover the majestic mountains and the breathtaking views. The beaches here are particularly picturesque. For example, I would suggest that they travel to Da Nang or Phu Quoc Island. Truly an unforgettable experience of mine.
Unforgettable experience, yeah, ұмытылмайтын experience. You can also say memorable experience.
Was walking up
and down the beach дейді. Walking up and down the beach деген, яғни пляждың жоғарғы бөлігінде де, төменгі бөлігінде де серуендеген. Сіздер тағы да up and down'ды былай қолдансаңыздар болады. Life has down and ups. Downs and ups. Взлеты и падения. Өмірде көтерілулер бар и құлаулар бар деп айтуға болады. Downs and ups.
On the beach and just exploring myself and getting away from it all. An experience I will never forget.
Walking up and down деген түсінде жүресіз бе?
Walking up and down деген, яғни walking up and down near the beach деген. Сол пляждың жоғарғы бөлігінде, я, жоғарғы бөлігінде и төменгі бөлігінде қыдыру, серуендеу. Яғни бір жердің жоғарғы и төменгі бөлігінде жүру деген сөз ғой.
Fluctuation'ның opposite несі қандай болады? Unfluctuation болады.
Fluctuation. Так, оның бір сөзі бар.
Stable бар.
Вот stable, я. Stable.
Remain stable.
Бірақ онда көбінесе writingте қолданасыздар, я, ол академический сөз поле.
Speaking part, например, деген ғой.
Speaking part 3-де қолдануға болады.
Okay.
Fluctuation. An experience I will never forget дейді, күшті сөйлем құрады. Опыт, который я не забуду. An experience-тің орнына кез келген noun-ды қойып, осылай сөйлем құрауға болады екен, я. I will never forget, I will never remember.
I will never forget for the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life дейді, я. Қалған оставшаяся жизнь.
Vietnam really is a fantastic place to travel. And I know that you can't wait to travel in the next few days for the holiday. Tell us about where you're going.
So my plans in the future, I hope to travel.
I hope to travel дейді, я. I plan to travel-дың орнына I hope to travel, я. Я надеюсь деген сөз. I hope to travel деп те айтуға болады екен.
To Da Nang and Hoi An.
Exclusive exploring дейді, я. Эксклюзивный зерттеулер. Яғни ешкім ашпаған, ешкім білмейтін жерлерді көргісі келеді.
Exploring.
Go for a wander around деген, е? Go for a wander around деген бұл, яғни холидейді, отдықты пландамай барасың. Плансыз барасың ғой. Барлығы спонтанно болады. Вот соны go for a wander around деп айтады екен.
And go for a wander around. It's my first time experience.
It's my first time experiencing дейді, я. Егер сіздер өмірлеріңізде бірінші рет бір нәрсені жасап жатсаңыздар, it's my first time experiencing деп бастауға болады екен.
Experiencing anywhere in Vietnam outside of Ho Chi Minh City, so
I'm really on the edge of my rest. On the edge дегеннің мағынасын кім айтады? What does it mean?
На краю
деген емес па, ну типа.
Негізгі бұл жерде мағынасы nervous, worried for something. Біз алдыңғы сабақта да айтып қой. My parents were on the edge деп. On the edge деген, яғни бір нәрсе туралы алаңдау.
Okay.
яғни мына жерде мен дәл қазір орнымда отырып қатты алаңдап отырмын деп қолданып жатыр. On the edge. Worried'тің орнына осыны қолдануға болады екен.
Былай істеуге болады мысалы
Really
I'm
on the
really
edge.
on the edge of my exams because it's really difficult or because it's really hard one for me деген сияқты.
Yeah, I'm really, yeah, болады. Осы формамен қолдансаңыздар болады.
I see. Now, you know Hoi An is one of the most romantic places in the world, don't you? So maybe you will
Fall in love дейді, иә. Fall in love'тың тағы қандай несін білесіздер, синонимін? Біз алдыңғы сабақ өткенбіз. Fall in love.
Cherish деген болмай ма апай?
Cherish деген жоқ, бұл жерге
I'm
келмейді.
obsessed with деген бар.
Я, бірақ ол более лайкқа кетіп қалады. Fall in love дегенге smitten деген келеді. Алдыңғы сабақ өттік қой. I was smitten playing the guitar, иә. Бірақ smittenнан кейін with preposition'ын қолданамыз. Smitten with something, иә. Етістік жалғаймыз да қолданамыз.
in love there. Who knows, teacher Harvey?
Who knows? Only time will tell.
They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and as I'm sure you've seen, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and as I'm sure you...
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell дейді, иә. Only time will tell деген время покажет. Я уақыт көрсетеді, уақыт айтады дейді. Only time will tell.
They say beauty's in the eye of the...
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder дейді, иә. Бұл бір не ғой, мақал сияқты сөз ғой. Яғни, different people have different ideas about what is the beauty. Яғни, сұлулық туралы адамдардың разный көзқарасы бар. Соны beauty is in the eye of the beholder дейді. Сұлулық адамның көзінде.
The beholder, and as I'm sure you've seen, the Vietnamese people are some of the most beautiful in the world. Well, you can see, guys, that travel really is a fantastic topic, and it's
Мына кісіна жерде қазір советтер айтады. Соны тыңдап отырыңыздар.
one that comes up regularly in the IELTS exam. Please take note of the vocabulary that we used. We don't just say Dalat, we always say the majestic mountains of Dalat. We don't just say Da Nang, we say the breathtaking beaches of Da Nang. By the way, guys, be a little bit careful with your pronunciation. Beaches, not bitches. Okay? So always trying to use that more advanced vocabulary in our answers as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that video about the topic of travel. An excellent topic, so please be prepared with those questions. Remember guys, in part 1, try not to repeat the question, try to paraphrase where possible. As always guys.
Okay, what does mean paraphrase?
Change.
Оны райтингте де қолданасыздар, иә? Райтингте де бар екен, спикингте де бар екен. Яғни, сіздерге сұрақ қояды ғой, what is the most popular activity деген кезде, жауап берген кезде popular деген сөздің парафрейзingen жасап қолдану керек. Яғни, сұрақты қайталамаймыз. Окей, так, сабақ уже аяқталыпты. The home task is learn the vocabulary and answer the question relating to this topic. I will send to the WhatsApp group the question. And I will send this video to the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Have any question?
Еще анау бағана сіз жасаған нелер жібере аласыз ба? Видеомалар.
Я жібере аламын WhatsAppқа.
Мгм.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think no
Thank you for
questions.